it is Makayla, and today I thought I would do a video on my homecoming dance experiences from high school. A couple months ago I made a very similar video about my prom experiences and it has over 10,000 views. For some reason you guys really seem to like that one. To all of you guys who are in high school, I know that homecoming is coming up shortly. If you haven't had it already, it is the season. So I just thought, why not share my experiences? These videos are pretty well received. I'm hoping that you will enjoy this one as well. Alright, so I'm going to break it up into the 4 years of high school, starting with my freshman year. Freshmen have the tendency to get a little too excited too early. Apply that to any context that you will. In regards to homecoming, this means on the very first day of school, a classmate was asked to homecoming, in contrast to seniors who may not ask their significant other until the week of. It's one of the great things in high school that you notice. I mean, what freshman girl isn't dying to get asked to homecoming? I just imagine this like really perfect guy. My school is very small. There were maybe 50 boys in my grade, and I've known most of them since kindergarten. This isn't possible, Makayla, but I still just thought, oh my gosh, like an upperclassman's gonna notice me and ask me to the dance, and it's just gonna be like a dream come true. I ended up being asked by a boy in my grade, and annoying little 14, 15-year-old Makayla made him ask me again. Because I didn't like how he asked me. And because I had this preconceived idea of how a boy should ask me, I was like, yeah, only if you ask me again in a cute way. I hate myself. So he made this treasure hunt thing with flashcards, and he was going to have me go around the school and get clues, and then the last clue was going to be him with like flowers or something, asked me at homecoming. He just told me it didn't work, so he gave me all the flashcards with these hints and told me his plan and apologized for not being able to do it. One of the cards did say, would you go to homecoming with me? And I said yes, and I was so happy because I got asked. At least in my 15-year-old mind, that increased my self-esteem. Don't do that. So I'm just gonna throw in a couple pictures from freshman year. It was my first dance. I was so excited. Ooh, awkward moment though. My date over Facebook a few hours before the dance was like, yeah, so I can't pick you up. My dad won't drive me, or like his dad wasn't home. I don't know. So then he was like, I can't go unless you can pick me up. So I went to his house to pick him up, and his mom was just like at the table making jewelry, and I was, why couldn't she drive you to my house? Whatever. His mom actually made me a pair of earrings to match my dress, which was really sweet, so I put them on at their house, and then we took pictures in his front yard. LOL. Oh, whoa, I just had flashbacks to my date and I at the dance. Yikes. Classic freshman mistake. My date didn't know that you had to buy your dates. My date didn't know that you had to buy your dates flowers, so he bought himself a boutonniere, and I bought him a boutonniere. So we just had 2 boutonnieres and no corsage, and I was really sad because I wanted that corsage so people would know that I had a date, because that was really important to me at 15, apparently. Don't have any expectations, then you'll be fine. Freshman year, I did not go to an after party because I had parents that wouldn't let their 15-year-old daughter go to one or spend the night at friends' houses, and they picked me up at my school, and I went back home and I journaled. That's okay too, because I'm a published writer now. Segue to that every chance I get. I do remember when I was waiting for my dad to pick me up, my date was there outside at school with me, and it was so cold, and I'm in this little dress, so he takes this suit jacket thingy and he wraps it around me. But then he like wouldn't let go, and so we were like, someone said, ooh, I saw you after the dance, Makayla. It looked like you guys were groping, and I didn't know what that meant, so I had to look it up. Okay, moving on to sophomore year. Let's transition to, you know, when you're a confident, established sophomore. I loved sophomore year so much. Give this a thumbs up or comment down below if you want me to do my high school year experiences where I talk specifically about each year, because they were so different and specific and important. Without getting into it at all, sophomore year was the climax of my high school career. I loved it. It started off pretty solid too. I mean, homecoming that year, I didn't get asked and I survived. I was okay. You don't need to get asked. I didn't have any significant like, oh, whoa, I did though. Oh, that was after homecoming. Oh. Without getting to the story, I had like a 180 mindset comparing freshman year to sophomore year, and I was just a completely different person in all ways possible, and this was wonderful. I remember when people go out of their way to do kind things. There were these two girls in my advisory who were pretty and nice and had friends. I was still in this weird in-between of zero friends to having friends. A few personal stories had gotten out. People started finding out some family stuff. They were really nice about it. I remember they were sitting in front of me and I was just on my phone. I was probably, you know, on Tumblr. They just turned around and said like, hey Makayla, like, do you want to get your nails done with us on Friday for homecoming? And I still remember this moment because it made me so happy to feel included and just, yeah. I said yes. It was a group of 5 girls. Like, God bless you all for being so nice. This might be one of my first manicure experiences because maybe this was my first manicure. Wow, one of the first, so it was pretty cool. And we went out to dinner afterwards, and they just made me feel so included and wanted. And then even at the dance the next night, when they arrived, they came up to hug me, and it felt so good to feel like I had friends, just to feel like I was included and all that really fun stuff. So when I think of like sophomore year, I definitely remember them and that story and just their kindness. You know, in high school, just be nice to people. It doesn't hurt. I'm 20 now and I still remember 15 and 16-year-olds who did something nice to me. For homecoming this year, I went in a group of single ladies, all the single ladies. We went to this art museum sculpture garden. I will throw in pictures now. I am wearing a dress from my really good friend. I don't know if I think her sister's a subscriber, so what up Thea? Thanks for letting me borrow your dress. The funny thing is my room growing up had very harsh yellow lighting. So when I was trying on the dress in my bedroom, I couldn't tell until I was walking out to the car, leaving with 0 time to spare, that this white dress was completely see-through. So I had to go into Target and buy like a nude slip and put it on in the car and then hold it up, and just, it was, I was not comfortable in my skin yet, let's just put it that way. Anyways, I straightened my hair. What do y'all think about that? I went and I had so much fun. This was such a solid dance for so many reasons, because I learned all of these mistakes from my first dance and applied them here. Number 1, know what kind of hair you have. My hair looked good when it was straight and I knew that, so don't try to curl it when it's just, yeah. Number 2, do not wear a strapless dress when you have 0 boobs like myself. And number 3, I've convinced my mother to let me spend the night at a friend's house. I actually spent the night at Thea's house, I think. I was in her dress and her home, right? Yeah. Because Makayla went to an after party, and because my mother was like very, very helicopter parent, like, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're going to be a saint by the time you graduate, I had to lie to her, but not because I was doing anything bad. I had the morals and the mindset to make my own decisions, but I wanted to be social and see my friends and go to these after parties because social status, I guess, and just for fun. I mean, I didn't do anything awful. I just wanted to be part of something. The actual dance was fun. I don't remember much, but that's only because when you go to like a school dance, you're not at the dance that long. Maybe an hour to an hour and a half. I had a few teacher crushes, not gonna lie, and they were chaperoning, so I just kind of like stared at them the entire time. We had really good food, so I ate a few cookies. And then I went back to my friend's house that I was sleeping over at. We changed into like our after party clothes. Shorts and a t-shirt will do just fine. Her dad drove us to the party. I sat on the floor in his basement with a water bottle and talked to like 2 people from my grade who probably don't even remember me that well now, but whatever. Without getting too much into it, I didn't go to homecoming junior year. I had been out of school for about a month, and I didn't return until after homecoming. A side note, school dances, Spirit Week, homecoming in general, create a lot of stress for me, and I find dances stressful more than enjoyable. I talk about this in my prom video a lot. It's a social event that I felt pressured to be a part of, and I knew I had to enjoy, but I never really liked it until the actual moment in the dance, because I would just stress, worry, and get anxious and think of all the, it just wasn't fun for me. So in a way, it was kind of nice not having to worry about it, but in a certain context. I sort of explain why in my Taylor Swift video, so you can connect the dots, but yeah. Yeah, so I didn't, I'm getting all awkward now because I just can't talk about it. Actually, I do want to talk about it, but I don't know. We'll see. And even though I was not able to partake in any homecoming events this year, I did have the best friends in the entire world. Freshman year I didn't have any friends. Sophomore year I was getting there. At this point I have established really great relationships. I felt like I was part of certain families, like my art family. They actually photoshopped me into the art class picture, which just made me so happy, and I miss them so much. I was loved. I mean, I am loved, and I was missed. And now, finally, for the big senior year homecoming, you're basically just ruling the school for 9 months. You just feel like on top of the world because you're seniors. Senior year homecoming, I think out of all my homecomings, was my favorite. I was gaining self-confidence. I was becoming an independent person. People knew me at school for who I was and could describe me. I felt independent and unique to my own sense. I remember I was sitting in my 5th hour art history, AP art history. Anyone seen Bad Night? My friend Hadley, what up Hads, walked into the classroom and just put a canvas, like an art canvas, on my desk. I was kind of known more as like the artsy student in high school. You know, I did art. Like I said, I was in art history. I liked drawing and stuff. So the boy who asked me had this blank art canvas, and on it was a little flashcard that said like, oh, I feel bad I don't remember, but I still have it. In my room at home. Something about how he is not very artistic, something blank canvas, blah blah blah. Will you go to homecoming with me? And then you lift the flashcard thing over and it said his name, Carter. Hi Carter, love you. Prom video, if you remember, I talked about how somebody else was going to ask me to my junior year prom, but somebody else beat him to it. This is his, not revenge, Makayla, no. Because he planned to ask me to junior year prom, but couldn't. He like waited that summer and then asked me to homecoming senior year. Melts my heart. I love this kid so much. He is like my best guy friend ever. So then I said yes, and he sits next to me in class. So I just kind of sat there with my like homecoming canvas, and it was in my room for like 2 years. And I was very happy about that, and I just felt so like, oh my god, I'm going to homecoming with Carter. I borrowed this dress from a friend. I felt very confident. I had all these friends. I knew who I was. I gained some self-esteem. We were seniors, for God's sake, and it was really great. I really enjoyed it. We went to dinner at the sushi place. Also, what's so cool about junior year and senior year in comparison to the earlier dances in high school is that everybody has their license now. You don't have your parents picking you up and dropping you off at places. And driving with friends is just so much fun. It makes me so happy. I love car rides, and I love being with like a bunch of people in a car with good music and windows down, and just like some of my favorite high school memories happen in cars, whether it was in the back seat or like the moonroof, or like in the trunk even. I should talk about the trunk story sometime. Yeah, so then we went to the actual dance, and it was, I don't remember it. Oh my god. Was it at my... Yep, so that summarizes dances in general and homecoming. I just don't remember the actual school dance at all. Did I take a picture? What the fuck? It must have been great. I'm assuming. So weird. So fucking weird. You still filming? Did I sleep over at somebody's house? Oh my god. Oh my god. I remember now. Okay, when I think of senior year homecoming now, I think of Patricia. Hey Pat. And this picture. Actually, no, she's gonna fucking kill me if I put that on there. I'm just gonna flash it for like half a second. And I have this huge audio. Okay, no, it makes me happy now. Except for that shoe in her driveway. Wow, I'm just dropping so many subtle hints to things that happened. It was great. It was just a really fun time. And yeah. I really hope this wasn't too long, but those are just some memories from my high school homecoming experiences. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up so that I know. Do you guys like these experience videos on like high school and stuff? Because I can definitely do more of them. Actually, I probably will anyway because I like doing them. So yeah, I think the biggest piece of advice that I can give is to be nice to others. When picking out your dress and hair and shoes, choose what you feel the most confident in, even if it's not what you think would be the prettiest or the hottest or whatever. That doesn't matter, just you need to feel comfortable in what you're wearing. And if this is your last homecoming, just don't give a crap about anything. Just enjoy it. I grew so much from my first homecoming in comparison to my last, even though the first one was awkward, and the second one I was super happy and confident, and the third one I was just crazy out of my mind and not in school. And the fourth one, it was the end. It was the final one. Each kind of symbolized a different part in my life. Try to talk to as many people as you can because you don't have that much longer to be with them. Whoa, that was depressing. Yeah, I just feel like in college now, I miss a lot of people that I spoke to in high school, and I wish I could go to a dance with them again. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. I will see you very shortly in my next video. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and bye. Like always, my social media links are down below. Go like my Facebook page and follow me on anything that you feel like doing. If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I post vlogs and montages and random videos of me dancing or just anything that I feel like posting. It's over there. You should go subscribe to that channel as well to see more of this more often. If you're in high school and you have homecoming coming up, enjoy it, have a great time, take lots of pictures, vlog it. I hope this video helped, and until next time, bye! I'm setting fire to the life that I know. Let's start a fire everywhere that we go. Voy a continuar haciendo mi video. Can't speak Spanish. Mi teléfono haciendo. Oh, you're lovely. Got a new. Oh, gracias. I just came from Spanish class, so I still think that I'm a little Hispanic.